Creative differences.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Levy.
And I'm Miles Mogish.
And welcome to the third episode of Creative Differences.
We've been recast, and so we're now the upgraded versions.
Megan has corrected.
April Fools!
Got you.
Gotcha! Oh my god, you're so gullible. You're so fucking stupid. How does it feel to be an idiot?
Dumbass.
Ooh.
Dunce. Dimwad.
Dimwit.
Dimwad. Right.
Dimwad. Dimwad sounds like it was invented for iCarly or something.
Oh, it probably was. That's why I said it. Nimrod.
Nimrod.
And that's what you are.
Dimwit. That's what you are. Lingerie reflecting off the mirror on the bar. How many Beyonce references are gonna is there gonna be a single episode without one?
Oh, definitely not. Bitch, we're going to see her on her
Okay. They don't want to hear this again.
I know.
Anyways, happy belated April Fool's Day.
Like,
right now it's pre-April Fool's Day, so we're still in the April Fool's spirit.
I'm still feeling foolish.
I know y'all are only fools in April, but some of us are fools every month of the year.
We're always fools.
So it's a really special time for us to, be celebrated in media.
No, I was just going to say representation matters.
Yeah, representation absolutely matters.
But for real, guys, who was feeling a bit foolish this April Fool?
Put your hands up if you're feeling a bit foolish this month.
Put them back down.
Very good.
Back up.
Back down.
In your pants. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm taking it back. I take it back.
Okay. Oh, well, at least you took it back. Well, speaking of taking it back, welcome back to the podcast.
Episode 3. Sorry that we missed a week.
But you barely even noticed, right? Because it was spring break.
Right, you were doing things. You have such an active...
Sorry to our listeners who graduated in college and don't get that. But for the rest of us, children, it was spring break. So it actually makes sense that we had a week off and we're coming to you a week late.
Because we needed a spring break.
So what actually happened was I seriously tried my darndest.
And I will say, it was your darndest.
I really tried. We recorded a whole episode.
Hours.
It was a 2-hour-long episode because I couldn't get through a single sentence without coughing or blowing my nose. You could probably still hear it in my voice that I'm a little sick, but I was so sick last week, and I ended up losing my voice as a result of recording the podcast. And all for nothing, because when we listened back to it, it was literally the worst piece of media I've ever consumed.
Guys, imagine if this was... I was carrying the weight of this podcast. Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Literally,
that's
could
what it was.
Never be worse.
No, I'm okay. Well, damn.
Just kidding. Why would you say that about yourself? Don't ever say that about my friend ever again. After hours of days, actually, of consulting with Miles, consulting with our mentors, with our professors, with anyone who would listen, we came to the extremely difficult decision to postpone the episode release by a week so that we could re-record. Because really it's about quality, and we want to give you our best. And I just was unable to give my best no matter how hard I wanted to. But this week you have all of me. Anyways, we're back at it, and we're
right
happy,
back.
We're happy that you're back. We're happy to have survived Megan's brutal attack. Okay, so talking about save it for the pod.
Save it for the pod. Oh my god, y'all, have you missed this? I missed this. I fucking love this section. It's my favorite one.
What do you have to say?
Oh, you guys. I have been played the April Fool.
Ooh.
It's been rough for me.
Tell us about it.
I'm a little special events chair for a little club on our campus called BSA. What does it stand for? Black Student Assembly. So what do? I plan the fucking events for us. That's all I'm supposed to do.
You have one job.
So tell me
and you're
why.
Damn good at it.
And I'm damn good at it. So tell me why I plan a fashion show. Oh, and it gets stolen from me.
Oh,
taking my idea, making it worse, and putting it into your own event. Y'all, that's some fuck shit. It's like when you're playing video games with your cousins, but they don't have your controller plugged in, but you're too stupid to know that your controller's not plugged in. it's like that. They were like, no, you should do the special events, right? Like, look, you can do it. And then they take all of my stuff to actually do the events. So that's what I've been up to.
How dare they?
No, and I'm serious. Chelsea, like, this is injustice. I feel like you never, like, you don't even get upset for me. Like,
no, I'm angered by all injustices of the world.
Yeah, I can't tell.
That's a fact. Well, because,
make it more clear. Like, I bearing my heart and soul to you right now.
Miles, I've never been more upset about anything in my entire life. I'm so no, you have to believe me because
I just can't even show it.
Listeners, if you could see me right now, my brow is furrowed, much like a squirrel.
Oh, she's actually also transforming into a squirrel?
No, not this again. You know what? I had a friend text me and say that my horse transformation, she was high cleaning her room, and that was the funniest thing she'd ever heard. And I was like, I'm so happy because I thought I was the only person who would find that funny, and I think it was just me and her.
I hope that when you guys are listening to this, because we don't have a visual component, right? You imagine everything in your mind. Like, I want everything to be like its own story.
I want this to be a lucid dream, but
this is an exercise. This is a brain exercise.
Literally, all podcasts are actually brain exercises in imagination. Have you heard those people who are like, I don't see anything in my brain and I don't have an inner dialogue?
That's crazy. Oh, and it's actually crazy because when you meet them and speak to them, they just like actually don't. They actually just don't. You can tell.
I was just talking to one of my roommates about this because I think that I share a room in my house and there's a lot of people I live with, so I often feel like a lack of privacy, and sometimes I get overwhelmed by that. And I was out to dinner with a couple of them recently, and I was doing like a bit because I had lost my voice earlier in the day where I like wasn't talking, and they were trying to get me to talk, and I was looking into their eyes thinking about koala bears, and I was like, they have no idea. I'm staring both of them dead in the eyes, like they have no idea that I'm thinking about koala bears. And that's insane because I'm having this whole internal dialogue with myself about koala bears, how cute they are. They don't know what's going on in my brain. It's like the only private place where I can talk to myself and no one can hear me. And so I feel really, really bad for people who don't have that. And I said that to one of my friends, and she was like, see, imagine being Catholic and you think that God can hear all your thoughts.
Oh my God. No, wait, literally.
I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you.
No, I'm
because
serious.
I don't have a wink of that. I'm like, literally what is in my brain is for me
that's only me.
And if you have, the religious thing where you think that God can hear your thoughts, I feel so sorry for you.
Okay, wait, can I speak on that?
Yeah,
like that was literally my whole entire fucking childhood. I would every time, and this is how I know, like, I'm sorry, but I'm anti-Christian. Like, y'all, it is propaganda because there's
I'm not gonna take that stance.
No, I have
Please
to because
do
I'm
you want.
serious, y'all. There's no way that it's not propaganda if they're telling you he can hear your thoughts. What? That is your only place of solitude. Like, every single day I would think something bad, and like, as people just normally do, you just have thoughts. Intrusive thoughts happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be like, oh, I'm literally dying for thinking this, like even having the thought because God heard the thought. So I'm going straight to hell.
See, and I told her, I was like, honestly, even if you have a fucked up thought, like God has a lot to answer for himself. Like, there's a genocide happening over there and you're going to judge me for like having this like random fucked up thought. Like, how about you go correct yourself? Like, you're allowing a lot of shit to happen.
No, I'm
judging you just while you're judging me.
What's the saying? Make sure the shit in your yard's clean before you judge mine or something like that.
Yeah, like, so that's close.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is either. I know what you're getting at, but like, pot, kettle, so.
Dead ass, God. Like, be fucking
dead
for real.
ass, like, God, what gives you the right? Like,
no, I'm serious.
If you can hear what's going on in here, like, maybe mind your own business.
I'm saying, I don't think a single thing I've ever thought has been even close to as fucked up as racism. Like, you need to answer.
What mental illness should we diagnose God with? If God went to a therapist,
definitely narcissistic personality disorder, because you got everyone has to think about you all the time, praise you every week.
Oh, absolutely narcissistic personality disorder.
And you have,
I could also go with bipolar or borderline.
I would go with borderline. I don't know about bipolar. I'd hit
borderline
because it's like random as fuck. You're like, God, why the fuck did that natural disaster just happen and you just massacred like
you just want attention so bad.
No,
because you know that every time a natural disaster happens, everyone starts praying to God.
No, dead ass. Oh my God. Wait, this is crazy. That's crazy. That's literally just a call for attention.
Literally, you're so such a fucking attention whore for
bitch,
that.
You are literally creating things to make people pray to you more.
And it's true, because whenever something bad is happening in my life, I'm not a religious person. I'm as secular as they come. I think I say aloud sometimes, I'll be like, God, if you exist,
help me out. Help a
hoe
out.
When I don't do that, when things are going well. So I think we all know who's actually behind this.
No, literally. Wait, that's crazy. That's great.
This might be the best episode yet.
God is an emotional manipulator. He actually is.
God is my abusive ex-boyfriend.
Oh my God. Wait, that's a good episode title.
Yeah,
God is my abusive That's a good Lana Del Rey song title.
God
is my abusive ex-boyfriend?
Abusive ex-boyfriend.
Wait, the way I'm not kidding, I would actually love to hear that song from her. Oh, do you want to get?
Let's get into it.
Yeah, you
New
have to
Lana
speak,
album,
you have
everyone.
To speak on it. Okay, y'all.
I'm gonna keep this brief because I know that most of you probably don't give a shit, but listen. I know our listeners. Some of them don't care.
Well, about women's stories, right?
Here's the thing. New Lana album. Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? Let me tell you why I initially cared. Ocean Boulevard, Long Beach, another Long Beach album. Now, Lana's arguably, in my opinion, her best album, Beach. Norman fucking Rockwell.
I actually agree with that.
Has a lot of Long Beach mentions. And so when this album title was released, I was like, oh my God, we're back in the LBC, in the 562. And I was very excited about it. She had a... We're well qualified to represent. To make this make sense, I'm from Long Beach, in case you don't know.
Yeah.
In case you don't know, in case you're stupid and can't use context clues.
No, dead ass. And I think we said it before, so in case you're just tuning in like a fucking idiot. But
in case you're an April Fool. Anyways, Lana had a pop-up in Long Beach. I went to that because I love Lana, but also I was like, I need to support Long Beach. It was cute.
I need to support Long Beach.
There wasn't much there. But if you bought a vinyl of the new album, you got a free poster. And the vendors for the vinyl were Fingerprints, which is a Long Beach-based record store, which I thought was
wait, that's
so
actually cute. And that's real of her, because
And when they were they seemed kind of annoyed, but when they asked me for my phone number, and I was like 562, and
they were like, wait.
They were like, oh, and I was like, yeah, and then I was like, are you still on 4th Street? And they're like, yeah, because I thought they moved at one point. Anyways, it was really adorable. I was happy to be there. She showed up. I was 40 minutes late to meeting her, but that's okay.
Wait, but did you see her?
No, I didn't see her. It was really okay. I was mostly going. I was like, I want to go and support Long Beach because they don't get a lot of traction like that, like they should. So it was really adorable. I listened to the album. First listen, I was like, I don't know. It's kind of one of her more ballady based albums, which is good. She's always great, but
y'all, I haven't listened, so that honestly does not appeal to me.
Okay,
right now.
But Colby was who wants to listen to the Lana album tonight? Deep dive, listen, drink wine. Colby's one of my roommates.
Okay, wait, that's so real. I would love to be there.
It was really sweet, such a good night. And I was like, oh my God, me, please. I need that right now. So we listened to the full album. Colby has Apple Music, and all the lyrics were already on Apple Music.
Wow.
Lyrically, maybe her strongest album.
Really?
It's definitely up there. Up there with her best lyrics. It was so introspective. It was so written about her sort of inner dialogue. And the weekend that I listened to it, I was relating to it a ton. It was beautiful, and I haven't stopped listening to it since. So I thought it was great. Definitely you have to sit down and be ready to read.
Okay, that's what it's giving.
Yeah.
I would like to wait until I finish a few assignments that I do tonight, and then smoke a little blunt.
Yeah.
Tap into the lyrics.
What were your thoughts on Miley? You listened to the Miley album.
Y'all, mine is Miley. This is what I can speak on. So, for those who don't know, I'm a Miley girl. I'm a Miley stand down. Ariana #1 forever, but Miley Cyrus, she's got hits. And I won't lie, it's a good album. It's really good. I think it will be even better in summertime, when I'm able to drive around with my girls and listen to these songs. I think that'll be when it really hits. But for now, I like the album. I'd say it's a good 8 out of 10 album. Some standouts. Violet Chemistry. Beautiful song. I really like Handstand. That's a really, I don't know, it's like Miley Cyrus cunty.
Yeah.
Which I feel like she doesn't actually give like country, but like that song kind of she tried, and I liked it. It's good for her. Jaden, have you heard the album?
I have heard. So my same roommate Colby's super loves Miley Cyrus and is like working with her management, I think.
What? As what? For
an
what?
Intern.
What?
And so, yeah, he got like a free puzzle box with like a thing yesterday. It was really cool. But he's been playing it a lot. So I've heard whenever he played. Anyways, so that's the music review segment. Passed my capstone for that.
Oh, literally.
You know, the music industry podcast that I do. That's the part that I'm going to feature in the presentation.
They like
it literally
test
is.
that part. That's actually
that.
so true. You have to. You do have to clip that.
But yeah, our music review segment. You know, the timbre of Lana Del Rey's voice is really what sells it. Lyrically, her best album, and the production by Jack Antonoff is always recognizable. So moving on.
This is one of my other favorite for the pods. So I live with this freak, and he posted a video of him working out in the gym and captioned it "Happy Women's Month." And that made me laugh so hard. Anyways, what was your last thing?
We're gonna do some work talk, and I hope they hear this. And it's shut the fuck up so I can tell you the story that you've heard 3,000 times now.
I was like, oh, I can't wait for this one.
Okay, so I work at a social media company. They created a show called Have a Seat, and
why say social media company and then name the show? People will just find the show and then be like, oh, it's this.
Well, they don't know who owns it, but also, like, I don't really care. I could say the name of it.
Wow.
That's the facts. Anyways.
That's the facts. Them's the facts.
They have a show that's like a man on the street show. I was also thinking of just calling my show Girl on the Street.
I kind of like that.
Right? Like, it's simple. But then I have to make it a Girl on the Street show, which I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, because that's...
I just like... Because why is it always called Man on the Street? Like, I am a woman.
Woman on the street. I am
woman.
You know my friend made that song?
No.
Yeah, like freshman year, she was like one of my best friends. Great singer, like deadass sings all the time. Emmy Melly. I love her.
Okay.
She used to go by Nine, N-Y-N-E, but then changed her name.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Anyways.
She's got hits. What do you have?
I am woman. Yeah. Literally, who needs hits when you have tits? And put that on a shirt. Title of ep also. Who needs hits when you have tits?
Wait, okay, true. For me?
Come on, Marina. That laugh was guttural, but
no, because that was too good. Let her live. I actually liked her new music.
I love Marina too. I'm so sorry, but also I'm right.
She had to catch it. She had to catch it.
First thought.
Damn.
Okay, anyways. So they have a show called Have a Seat. My friend hosts the show. He was like, will you be a guest on it? I was like, yeah, sure. So I did the interview at USC, actually, is where they filmed it. Mine didn't go viral, by the way. Some man's went viral. Happy Women's Month to me.
Oh, right.
No matter. They really liked it. They were making a big deal about how funny my interview was, obviously. Just kidding.
No, I was letting you go. Cook, bitch, cook.
They were making a big deal about how great my interview was. The guy who was recording it, the director of photography.
No,
And I get back to work and people are talking about it. They're like, oh my God, Chelsea, I heard your interview is so good. And then my boss was like, Dan was really hyping up your interview. He said you were doing a character. And this was funnier 2 weeks ago. But I just got to say, that was so funny
because she wasn't.
That was so hilarious to me because I was just being myself. Whereas at work, I'm doing a character, which is like girl with no personality who.
And just has fun. Is super happy.
No, literally. My boss at our like Thanksgiving party made a point to be like, this girl has never complained about anything. I've never heard a negative word come out of her mouth. And I was like, damn.
This little missy.
I'm doing a great job here.
I'm eating this roll up.
So when I'm just being myself in an interview, they're like, what character was that? That was hilarious. Anyways, it all worked out because now they're giving me a show and a podcast. So
yeah,
stay tuned for the spin-off.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Chelsea just received her
I'm Yoko Onoing creative differences as fuck this show. It'll be short-lived, thank God. So that's going to be it for Save It for the Pod, right?
Yeah.
That's it for Save It for the Pod.
We saved a lot for the pod.
We did. We talked quite a bit. So before we get into hot takes, we have an exciting announcement.
Oh, you bitches aren't ready.
Oh,
no.
My God.
I'm so serious. Y'all, are you listening?
Oh, my God. God, if you're listening to my thoughts.
Oh, God. Girl, get in here. You're going to want to get in here for this one.
You're going to want to hear this.
No, bitch, it's your song. You love this one. Get in here. We are having a booth.
We are performing. Performing's the wrong word. We are setting up our podcast to be recorded live at USC's Spring Fest.
Catch us at fucking Spring Fest, y'all. If you're listening right now, that is the week this drops before Spring Fest. Yeah. Bitch, come see about us.
This episode is dropping, let's see. This episode drops April 3rd. Spring Fest is April 7th.
So y'all got 3 days to listen up.
If you're listening to this before April 7th, come, and you're a USC student, come to Spring Fest and catch us at Vendor Village, and you can be on the podcast.
Honestly, even if you don't go here, please still come because
sneak in.
Yeah, I would love to have our fans being thrown out of a venue. That's a big PR move.
Yeah, that's a big move for us.
We can make that shake.
Yeah, if you're gonna be in the area, please come to Vendor Village.
No, but seriously, guys, come be on the pod.
We want to meet you live in person.
If you listen to this podcast,
able to share your voice with your friends.
If you listen to this podcast and you come see about us, we will give you anything you want.
No, but if you have any stories that you want to say for the pod that you want to share, if you want, we're going to do an advice segment. So
advice corner.
If you have any advice that you want our advice or whatever.
Any situations you need our advice on.
Exactly. If you have any hot takes, you'll have an opportunity to share those.
Bring them in.
Or if you just want to be interviewed, we could do that too. So, yeah.
If you listen.
Come through.
Yeah, I love you. I love you, and I will greet you with the most open arms in the world.
Yeah.
I'll probably cry.
We're going to be so nice. We were told to be so nice, so we have to be.
Okay, I will say.
Are we mean?
Yeah.
This is a question. Are we mean? Because when we got approved for a booth at Springfest, we heard over and over again, play nice, play nice, please play nice. Hello,
do we not
play nice?
The fuck do we look like? Assholes? Like, Jesus.
What the fuck is wrong with you? We're like the nicest fucking people ever.
Oh, so we're the fucking mean ones.
Fuck you. Fuck you if you think we're mean.
Bitch, I don't even fucking want this.
You're ugly anyways. Anyway, so come to Springfest. We're really excited to meet you.
No, seriously, I love you guys. Mwah.
Moving on hot
takes. Hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot.
It's getting hot
in takes.
So take off
all your hot.
All right. Our hot takes this week are going to be all April Fool's themed.
Related. Prank April Fool's related.
Prank.
Okay, y'all. One of my hot takes. We're starting off strong.
All right.
A bit intense.
Oh.
Pranks are just bullying.
Oh. I don't like this one.
Right.
Explain yourself.
Well, think about it. Because to actually prank someone, because I don't define a gag or a little play around as a prank. Like a prank, you need to bamboozle someone. So, but to be bamboozled, yeah, dead ass. And I'm saying to be bamboozled is never a pleasant feeling. So unless you're very close to the person you're pranking, and I feel like in that case it needs to be something you've referenced before, it's bullying. Like if in the past you were like, oh my God, I swear I lose this Brita every single day. And then I took the Brita and I hid it from you for a day. Mm-hmm. And then I put it back. That's a prank.
Yeah.
But if we weren't close, that'd be just psychological torture.
Yeah.
Bullying.
Got it.
So you don't agree?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have to draw a sharper line between prank and gag, because for me they've been synonyms my whole life. And to hear that they're not to some people is very eye-opening.
No, definitely.
In a real way.
I'd like to explain it.
So, here's a hot take.
Boom.
My hot take is I should be able to steal as much as I want from Target on April Fool's because it's just a joke. Right? Like, it's just a joke.
Right. I'm gonna return it.
If you catch me, it's like, ha ha ha. Like, you
April
caught
Fools.
me, April Fool's. Like, I didn't mean it.
Wait, okay.
I didn't mean it.
That's low-key a great bit. Like, you just are stealing actively something super valuable.
It's not a bit. It's my April Fool's
And
joke.
you go,
So it's like,
you're like,
it's
sorry, April Fool's got you.
what? You're calling the police? Way to have no sense of humor. Like,
No,
what the fuck?
I'm pretty sure they're going to get it pretty quick when I explain it's April Fool's.
You're going to be so embarrassed when they roll up and go like, oh, well, it's April Fool's Day. Of course, this was a joke. Like,
I see this all the time.
Like, you're so fucking dumb. So that's my hot take. What's your next one?
My hot take is that senior pranks are not good anymore.
Oh, okay.
And that is due to social media. Because I think what made something so special about a senior prank, in any context, it could be senior high school, senior college, whatever, senior citizen, is that it was
Don't forget them.
No,
ageism, not here.
Not here. I love you, old. But what made it so special is that it was like a community thing. It was like, oh, like this was something very personal to all of us in this community, and that's why the prank actually means something. But now with social media, it's like, oh, you're doing this for the world. You're not doing this for your community. And so it's very commodified.
Yeah, I totally get that. I think, it's like a performance, and it's less for you. It's more for an audience.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I were to start an advice column, just make videos on the internet, I would definitely talk to people about y'all, please stop caring about people you're never gonna see famous.
Imagine how many people have been in my TikTok comments saying some shit, and I'm like, sorry, why would I care about you? You're not a real person.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because I'll be in other people's comments occasionally saying things, and I'm like, yeah, I really hope you don't care about what I'm saying either, because equality.
Equity. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
That's what this podcast, those are the 3 pillars.
Oh my God. And it's true.
The 3 pillars of creative differences are diversity, equity, and inclusion.
And
and that's actually the pillars we were built on. So they were not an afterthought like the rest of your organizations.
And I just want to let you guys know, we are not looking for a PR agency. We're good.
We're all good.
We've got it.
You don't have to worry about us. Speaking of senior pranks, this feels like a great opportunity to intro the interview section.
Oh my God.
I'm a senior and I pulled a bit of a prank myself.
I was saying,
with the help of a student organization that I'm a part of called Sack of Troy. Have you heard anything about this?
I have not heard anything about this. So what happened?
That's a lie. You have absolutely heard about it.
I've heard something about it. A little bit. Okay, so it involves squirrels.
Yeah.
And them being killed.
Yeah, so
and this was you?
thought it'd be a funny joke if we killed all the squirrels on campus.
Oh.
Live studio audience back here. Okay, so basically what happened was Sack of Troy some people had an idea that it'd be a funny joke if we convinced everyone on campus that there was a lawsuit calling for the school to euthanize all the squirrels on campus. They basically said, a rich, well-connected student got bit by a squirrel, and now they're calling for all the squirrels to die. And
wait.
Yeah.
How is this announced? And who is the well-connected student? What's happening?
So it's a fictional student.
Oh.
In my eyes, Iris Apatow, but could be anyone.
Right.
And I think the call to action was they made an Instagram for the squirrels and for the people. Basically, we wanted to make eyebrows raise. We basically wanted people to question, is it real? Is it not real? And people are really fucking stupid. People are so stupid. Anyways, they made a fake lawsuit, a fake website, a change.org petition to try to convince the students that the squirrels were being threatened.
Wait,
the campus squirrels.
Are people really stupid? Or did you guys try really hard?
We both.
Both.
We were smart. Everyone was stupid, and it was kind of the perfect, mix of that. Anyways, our guests today are 2 of the masterminds behind Squirrel-Gate.
Oh, beautiful.
Arguably USC's biggest scandal yet.
Ever?
USC's biggest scandal is on 4 legs.
Right.
Anyways, so welcome to the podcast. Two of the masterminds behind Squirrel-Gate, that's Watergate and Squirrels, Scott Altsuler and Rachel Michelman.
Come see me, perceive me, believe me, don't leave me. I need you, I want you, I want to know more about you. Tell me more information, tell me more information, tell me more information, tell me more information.
We're recording. Yay, talking to the mic.
Woo!
Woo!
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so I kind of joined the Squirrel Discord in the middle of the mission, I think, because I was very confused. I was thrown into the Squirrel Discord. I think I at one point said like, hey, I wasn't at the meeting and I'm fucking stupid, so can someone please explain to me what's happening? And I got a bit of an explanation, but I want to know from you guys how this started. What was the inspiration?
I can give a little backstory first. So, SAC has been doing April Fool's pranks for the last 3 years. The first prank 3 years ago, we pretended we were, like USC was shutting us down. Huge backlash from people until we really showed that. I was like, ha, April Fool's. Last year, we pretended we were canceled. And so this year, we wanted to try to match the number of like backlash against like the university for like, don't shut down SAC. So we created like a pitch channel where we came up with ideas, and Scott came up with the idea that we should protest something.
Period. Okay.
And Sarah, our editor-in-chief, was like, but what? And I was like, something like we need to make a really big deal out of something that just doesn't exist. And then Rachel, being the genius that she is, goes,
there's not enough squirrels on campus.
Because there aren't. There aren't enough squirrels on campus.
And true.
Yeah. Which the real mastermind behind all this, who unfortunately is not on the podcast today, but he did most of the work for this whole thing.
Our brilliant president, Josh Wolk.
Yeah.
He came up with the idea, what if we protested the mass execution of squirrels on campus?
That is the best thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
And the rest is history.
The rest is
Interview
history.
over.
Yeah.
Well, for those of us who avoid media, I'm on a social media detox.
Good for you.
Right.
Congratulations.
Right. No, actually, I just missed
time
this,
limit?
because I have very low empathy for squirrels. So I skipped over the story. So for me, what happened? Like, what was the Squirrel-Gate saga? Like, I've missed most of it. Give me some background. Like,
so it kind of started, we all had like different tasks. I do photography, so I took a lot of pictures of squirrels on campus. So we could get like some things for infographics and things like that. I sent them over to Josh while he was making a website and photoshopping a fake lawsuit to make on the Instagram that he added.
Oh, that's amazing. The fake lawsuit.
That's awesome.
Oof.
And then thus began the posts of like, hi, my name is Nutmeg, and hi, my name is Chester. I live here.
Oh, I did see
Don't
this.
kill me.
What was the downfall, do you think, the initial downfall of Squirrel-Gate? Where did the ideas switch?
I would say, so Squirrel-Gate blew the hell up. And so like a ton of people started like, so Josh made an infographic kind of like they have on like Impact and like stuff like that, where it's just like why you should care about the USC squirrel situation. A rich kid was bitten by a squirrel and they started a lawsuit. Now we can't let USC hurt the squirrels. And we were careful about it where we never said that they actually were going to hurt the squirrels. We just said, don't let them.
We implied that it was a possibility.
Yeah.
And what we also decided to do is we took over, like we all, using our own Reddit accounts and using our own side chat accounts, we started posting so many memes, so many statements, and posting like various opinions. Like, I don't really understand the squirrel situation, to like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, we shouldn't be killing the squirrels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did join side chat for part of that because I was sort of picking up on it and thought it was funny, and my position was posting really unfunny jokes to side chat. I thought, if it was a real thing, people with no sense of humor would try to be making jokes about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Contrary to us, very funny
Obviously,
people.
I'm hilarious, so it was a real big acting
You
job
have a
on my part.
podcast.
Yeah. They don't give these to anybody.
I think when it started to change, the second, we were going to keep that bit up until April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
And we're not even at April Fool's Day yet. And what ended up happening is once the Daily Trojan posted, like, this isn't real. We also had Annenberg Media make a podcast or like some interview show about it, and they also like posted articles about it. So at that point, when we have both media outlets like posting about it, what we ended up doing is we kind of like flipped it over because we were initially supposed to collaborate with the Daily Trojan for April Fool's Day.
Yeah. Oh, to like spread the story.
To do a different thing, but they didn't want to work with us. So what we ended up doing is. I don't remember who came.
So it was me and Josh at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I have to say that because I felt proud of this, even though Josh came up with the idea.
Credit
at the same
where
time.
credit's due.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
credit me and Josh for this one. It was Sarah being like, well, what do we do now? We have to get back at Daily Trojan. And people were like, oh, pin it on Daily Bruin, pin it on. And I texted in all caps, wait. And then I was typing, we should pin it on Daily Trojan. As I was about to send it, Josh also said, we should pin it on Daily Trojan. And then I was like, yes, exactly, we should pin it on it. Because what better way to get back at them than delegitimizing the organization by making people think that it was them all along?
No, like right when that happened, like I was just like, okay, even if it is false, which it's not, this is a very serious lawsuit. Like, just let it go. Like, it's so close to April Fool's that it's just like they could just like let us make a joke, you know? And the reason they caught us is because so we had an actual court number in there. Like we made the case number. We meaning Josh. Josh made the court document look really legitimate, and the case number was apparently a real case. Yeah. And then Daily Trojan posted it's just like, this is already a real case. The squirrels aren't in danger.
Josh is such an idiot.
Yeah.
So kind of transition things. We love you, Josh. To transition things, we took the exact same like formatting of the Daily Trojan post and just altered the words of it to post like this was an experiment by the Daily Trojan. We're actually we're the editorial board and we're trying to do a prank on our staffers and see if they can pick up on it. And
it wasn't a prank. It was a social study to see how much of the USC population would believe misinformation. I was like,
wait.
Genius.
I need context. So wait, Sack of Troy was posing as Daily Trojan
under the Save the Squirrels account.
Like right when Daily Trojan outed us as like being fake. Me and Josh got on a phone call, and I was just like, what do we, oh my God. And he was just like, this was a little after you both came up with the idea, and he was just like, okay, I'm editing it right now. And I look at it, and it's just like, he's editing in big, in the exact formatting.
We posted on the Save the Squirrels USC account. Thank you for participating. This has been a lesson on mass disinformation by the Daily Trojan. In order to demonstrate the dangers of AI-generated content, our editorial board decided to split off from the staff to conduct a highly secretive experiment. Utilizing ChatGPT, we composed a lawsuit, coded a website, and crafted a plea on change.org to convince the masses that the administration intended to euthanize the USC squirrels. We wondered if our new writers could debunk this tale. 48 hours later, they did. While our staff solved the case, most USC students were none the wiser. This campaign is a call for media literacy. We urge all of you to check your sources and common sense before sharing such obvious misinformation. We apologize for how this made you feel, but we stand behind our actions. If this campaign fooled you, let it be a lesson to challenge your most hasty assumptions. Don't trust everything you read. Daily Trojan, which
amazing.
As you're lying.
Can I just say what the reaction was to
it was
the different
insane.
faces?
It blew up even more than the squirrel post itself.
So before the Daily Trojan post, people were posting the infographic on their story all the time. It was big. And so you get to this point where the Daily Trojan comes out, and then side chat and Reddit is just bombarded with Daily Trojan posting misinformation against misinformation. Kind of hypocritical. And it's just Daily Trojan isn't credible anymore. It never was. It's just people were reporting the Instagram account.
I have some of the side chat posts here, and I will read them. So can we ban Daily Trojan? This has been a lesson on mass shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Fuck you, Daily Trojan.
That was mine.
Oh yeah, we also
wait. This one.
Just
imagine going to USC when Mo Bamba came out.
Okay, right. Daily Trojan giving us a lesson on mass misinformation is hilarious considering the lack of journalistic integrity they continuously display. Breaking news, Daily Trojan thinks it's funny to joke about euthanizing animals. Absolute chaos in Daily Trojan newsroom right now. This was Euthanize the Daily Trojan.
64 upvotes. My God, y'all.
Apparently, a Daily Trojan writer bit a student. Now they're filing a lawsuit to get them euthanized.
Nice.
They posted a screenshot of our fake Daily Trojan post and said apology video with tears. USC should just euthanize Daily Trojan writers instead of the squirrels.
It got really brutal.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that.
I'm going to be honest. Like, I felt bad, but like right when it started, I was just like, okay, they reported us. This means war, and then they got it.
I also want to. I just want to stress the beef between SAC and Daily Trojan has been entirely one-sided from their side. We've been trying to collab with them for years, and they just haven't been interested.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think they realize we're not trying to be a legitimate news source. We always spread misinformation. It's what we do. Lies for laughs.
Imagine getting all your news from creative differences.
No,
I do.
You should. As you should.
Yeah.
Big fan of the podcast.
Right.
It's always been my dream to be on a podcast with my favorite celebrity couple.
After we published that was like the initial reaction. Then what happened?
They also posted on their own account a comment under the post that they made that said at this time they said that we were associating. We're behind it. We're not. We have no association with them. They had to pin their comment. Like, people weren't really seeing it.
Yeah.
And then the following morning, which was yesterday morning, we decided, okay, it's been long enough. This went way faster than we thought it would.
And like kind of too far.
Way too far.
There was like infighting at the Daily Trojan.
Infighting at the Daily Trojan. We should just own up to it because I think this is the impact that we were going for in a different way that we wanted it. So we basically, that text post that they had, I think Josh screen recorded himself editing the actual post that said, this has been, rather than this has been a lesson on disinformation, we said this has been an April Fool's prank on the Daily Trojan, the sack of Troy, by the sack of Troy.
Yeah, so this has been an April Fool's prank on the Daily Trojan, sack of Troy, and then they, okay, so this is interesting because this is where I felt I had another impact yesterday.
This was a good prank. This was a good prank.
I deleted side chat since then, but yesterday morning when we posted that, I went on side chat immediately to see the reaction, and the initial reaction to Sack of Troy was negative.
Oh yeah.
It was like, fuck Sack of Troy. I don't know who sucks worse, Sack of Troy or Daily Trojan. They're both out of touch and illegitimate. And so I immediately downvoted all of them, and then I made my own post on side chat, which I didn't tell anybody about because I was like, I think it's hilarious. I made my own post on side chat being like, sick of y'all pretending that Sack of Troy isn't
That was you?
Stop. That was
love
so
that
good.
post.
I was like, sick of y'all pretending that Sack of Troy isn't funny for this. Y'all were about to mob Daily Trojan yesterday. Just admit you got and move on.
That's actually real.
I posted that.
And that's real.
By the end of the day, it had the most upvotes of the day, and I was like, yes, okay, we're back on track. We're back.
No, like you did that as a joke, but that was valid.
It was,
Okay,
yeah,
PR.
I didn't do it as a joke. I thought it was funny that side chat is anonymous and no one's, I'm in Sack of Troy and I'm about to make the biggest, like, Sack of Troy public plea.
It gives people such an audacity, though. It was like, I think you did everything right.
Thank you.
Period.
And then later in the day, the USC Instagram account. Please tell us about this.
So this is way beyond anything I could have ever expected because SAC has been existing for 10 years. We've had an Instagram. I made the Instagram 3.5 years ago when I first joined SAC because we didn't have one, so I started running our social media.
Real.
And so, you know, it's coming from this point of 0 followers on Instagram to like 5,000, which we got like last year, to having the official USC Instagram account and TikTok account make posts saying
about the
squirrels are safe.
Their TikTok made a post too.
They made a TikTok post where it's like Pedro Pascal, right?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Shut
No,
up.
it's like
I
a
haven't
GIF of
seen
Pedro
it.
Pascal.
No, I know what you're talking about. That like
they got Pedro Pascal.
No, oh my god.
They got Pedro Pascal to go.
Oh my god.
But they like made it a point to like be like, hope you're enjoying this bright sunny day and safety like our squirrels on campus. And then in a comment after that, they said hashtag the squirrels are safe.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Can we also talk about the initial hashtags they used in the post because that's what sent me. They said hashtag campus wildlife, hashtag protected species.
No,
and
like,
then
we would never.
Just adding context too, the post, you know, since you can't see, dear listeners, is just pictures of squirrels.
It's
just a bunch of them.
And to be fair,
brilliant.
cute ass pictures of squirrels.
Adorable.
They look great there. Chester and Nutmeg are
Let me see.
Okay, yeah, look.
I don't like the phrasing, they look great there.
But they do.
That was not what we expected at all. I've never had any, like in my time at SAC, we've never had any interaction with the main USC account.
Yeah, this is big.
So to kind of have something we've done be recognized with them is insane, which also makes me think Carol Folt has at least said the SAC of Troy once at this point, and that makes my day.
Dean of the University, Carol Folt.
I also want to comment that like we didn't do any work on Twitter, and yet somehow we have international accounts posting about it.
Oh my god.
Like in French and Spanish, being like, guys, save the squirrels at USC, which is wild.
There was also another part of the whole Daily Trojan thing that we forgot to mention that I feel like is really interesting. The fact that like, I think it was like the head writer or something on the Daily Trojan, like started posting about like, yeah guys, like on his personal Instagram, it's just like, yeah guys, it was me. Like, I'm such a prankster. Like he was like kind of taking credit for it. And then he like commented under like the Daily Trojan, quote unquote Daily Trojan post that we did, just, tomorrow I will be executing nutmeg in public.
That was funny. I also thought this is less funny because this was kind of it going too far, but it made me laugh hysterically that Daily Trojan had to talk with USC's PR people about the whole situation.
They did?
Yeah, someone said that.
God.
Someone said like it's going too far. Daily Trojan had to have a talk with USC's PR to clear things up, and I was like, oh my god.
I love like the idea of picturing that meeting, like of them just like talking with Daily Trojans, like y'all went too far, and we're like, what?
All right, well, thank you for being on the podcast. Amazing,
happy to be here.
Amazing work this April Fool's Day.
Truly.
Any plugs? Plug SAC of Troy, even though we already
follow at SAC of Troy on Instagram. We also have a Twitter and Facebook. We also do put out articles on our website, which is www.sacoftroy.com.
So yeah. Thank you, Scott and Rachel, for being here.
Yay!
That's the end of the episode.
We're done.
Thank you so much for listening. Catch us April 7th, Friday, April 7th at McCarthy Quad at Springfest. Please.
Don't think it's at McCarthy Quad.
Well, Vendor Village isn't, but like the whole event is. So, you know, if you go to Springfest.
It's at McCarthy Quad.
It is, yeah. It's on campus.
What?
No, I'm happy with it. Stop by. Even if you don't want to be on the podcast, like, come say hello. Bye. Love you.
Next time on Creative Differences. So, Nutmeg, how have you been dealing with all the stress from all this media attention?
Honestly, Miles, not great. I'm really anxious. I haven't been sleeping, which means I can't get outside to collect nuts, and I've gotten really thin. It's just not healthy.
Oh, yeah, I can tell. You look great.
Thank you, but that's not really what I meant. Like, I don't feel well.
Well, you're serving, cunt.